Hi, we've spent the past week just learning about the different parts of quadratic graphs and where we can find important information. Today we are going to look at how we can use those graphs to solve quadratic equations. When you're asked to solve a quadratic equation, it might be phrased differently than just solve this. It might say, name the x-intercepts, name the roots, or find the zeros. All of those terms mean the same thing. It means solve for x. Solve the quadratic by finding what x is. When we're solving quadratics and we're looking at the graph, some important thing that we need to remember is that a quadratic function can have one solution, it can have two solutions, or it can have no solution, and that's it. So let's try to solve some quadratics. So we're going to see things in two forms. The first form I'm going to show you is when we're given an equation, we need to solve it, and the equation that we're given, it's an equation set equal to 0. So this is an example right here. You've got your equation and it equals 0. So in order to solve this, we're going to open up Desmos and we're going to put the equation in. We do not need to put the equal 0 in. In fact, it won't work. So we're just putting this equation part in, this expression. So I'm going to go to Desmos and type in x squared minus 5x plus 6. So again, notice I do not have the equal 0. The solution of a quadratic, when it looks like this, is where the graph touches the x-axis. So this is the x-axis. I see that it touches here and here. Those are the only places it touches the x-axis. There are two solutions, and those solutions are the x value of the coordinate. So in this case, the solution is 2 and 3. So that's one example of solving a quadratic. Now I'm going to show you another format that your equation may come in. It might look something like this, where you have an expression equal to another expression. No algebra necessary. When we want to solve this, what we're going to do is we're going to open up Desmos again, and we're going to put the left half of the equal sign on one half of Desmos, or on one line, and we're going to put the right half on another line. So we're actually going to have two graphs. So let's go do that. Let me clear this out. So the left half was 2x squared minus 4. So there's a quadratic. But I'm not done, because on the right half of the equation it said minus 2x. So what is going to happen here is I'm breaking it up. I'm putting one half of the equal sign on one line, the other half on the other. And then I'm going to look at the graph. And the solution is where the two graphs intersect, where the two graphs touch. So they touch here and here. Remember, when we are solving or looking for the roots or the zeros, really what we want to know is what x is. I don't care about the y value. So my solution, when I look here, is x is -2 and x is 1. Those are the only things I care about. So I'm just going to write this here so you can see it. I have x is -2 and x equals 1. So those are my solutions. Again, I got that from here and from here. I just care about the first number. Awesome. Now you guys are going to do some practice. Thanks for listening.